Hi, everybody. Tenacious Earl here on the Tabletop Baseball Plus channel. We are going to play the first few holes of the final round of the 2018 American Open, part of the 2018 Tenacious Golf Tour. We are at Founders Golf Club in Links in Southampton, New York. This is the second major of our tournament year, tour year, we'll say. Uh, we have 12 golfers ready to go, and we're just going to go ahead and get started in this. As usual, let me just kind of give you a reminder about we're using History Maker Golf. Um, this is going to take some time, so it's going to be broken into probably 3 parts, potentially 4. So we're going to probably get through the first hole for all the groups, but maybe probably be the first 6 holes for the first group off, if you know what I'm talking about. We have sort of a staggered start here, kind of basically simulating the way they do on the tour, where you get started with, they kind of go from worst to first down the list, and so we pick up with the 6th group, and basically 12th and 11th place, if you will, and we go all the way up to second and first, or first and second, however you want to look at it. So let's get going. Going to go ahead and get this thing turned around. Again, I'm also not going to be showing a ton of detail about the cards. I'm just going to try and narrate what the cards have to say, because the print is kind of small and all that good stuff. But hopefully you can see the dice. You can see enough of the card, the course card, which are the course cards. I'll probably hold up, for instance, hole number 1. I'll just hold up each hole at least once here, so that way you can see. And so number 1, it's going to be Yun Lee Sung and Gareth Leonard being first. So let's just go ahead. Hello, Jamira Kwaien. Yeah, so let's travel without moving through this leaderboard here. +1, Carson Riddell, Palmiro Cavallari, Nick Yarlett, Mateo Soto. So, again, this is fictional players. This is a set of cards that is mostly from the Play Arsenal, play.com, but some of these are also like Mateo Soto here and Harley Villanueva. I've come up with these cards myself too. So, but anyway, Carson Riddell, Palmiro Cavallari, Nick Yarlett, and Mateo Soto. +1, +2 is Martin Van Dyke, Kenji Morita, Gooch Wilborg, Dustin Emmerich, Greer Copeland III, +3, and then +4 Harley Villanueva, Yun Lee Sung, who was the winner of the Masters, and the what do we call that? The player, I think the players is what I called it, or something like that. And Gareth Leonard. Well, I'm trying. Thanks, Jameer Quine. I think that was the name of the album that I had of theirs, and I really, really dug the funk. I guess it's kind of like acid jazz, if you will. So on number 1, the Ocean Wind. So if you watched the tournament 2 weekends ago, this is Shinnecock Hills. They call it Founders Golf Club in Links because they don't license the names. But the Ocean Wind makes an opening statement that this course is not to be trifled with. Numerous bunkers down the right side, but avoid them and earn a decent birdie chance. Okay, so 2 levels of control for the course. And what that means is off the white die. Also, we rolled after the 3rd round. We did a roll here for if it's windy. We got the 1, so all of these little wind factors are windy, and that turns the players into duffer and utility if the wind comes up. So. Newest album, very good too. I'm gonna have to check that out. I can't remember if I got a chance to listen to that or not. I am an Amazon Music Unlimited subscriber, so I can pretty much pull up anything I so choose, and if I remember to, I will pull it up tomorrow. Okay, so Yun Lee's song will be the first to go at the first, and I'm just going to roll out the resulting putt when we roll here each time. So, oh, and a couple other things. Carson Riddell is going to be gold putter for the whole round. He gets that quality added. Mateo Soto rust for the whole round. That quality was he was just given that quality. So Carson Riddell had the choice, and that's what we chose for him. Nick Yarlett, 2 red chips, 3 blue chips for Merida, and extra control, which on number 1 for this is for Harley Villanueva. Number 1 for Harley Villanueva, if he were to roll a white 4, he would have control of that hole. So just another level of potential. It's called Automaton. Okay. All right. Well, let's see how it goes here. So Yun Lee Song, winner of the Masterful Tournament, and first to go, and he gets control of the hole 135 with no decider dice. So he is not utility, and he's not gilded. So he will have Golf Cam Green. Wait, that's the par 3. Wrong one. Duffer or Puny. He's neither of those. And he's not utility either, so it's going to be right now. Sorry, I was already on the wrong page. So right now he is not hot nor cold. Green 3, that means he's not cold. He will have an easy putt for birdie. And so easy putt for birdie is a 1 to 4 roll. And he makes the birdie. So Yun Lee Song will move to +3. I'm going to say minus a lot because that's what we're used to. And so I'm trying to remember how I'm gonna do my old version of scoring it. All right, so Gareth Leonard trying to match that and start getting up into that lead category. He will earn a blue chip by taking an easy par. A white 6 gives you the chance for an easy par, and that's what he will. An easy par, you don't even have to roll it. You get an automatic blue chip. And so that's that. All right, so still Yun Lee Song. He will have the tee here at number 2. So the challenging holes start here right away. 4 degrees of control. Daunting or semi-daunting and semi-challenging are what you might find on if you get Golf Cam Course or Golf Cam Green. With 30 yards added for championship play, finding the upward sloping green from the tee becomes even more difficult. You can see we still have wind results, and the decide or die blank overshoots the green, and so that's that number 12, right? Yes. Okay. So Yun Lee Song, early birdie, and he will go 12 and no decide or die. So decide or die blank, and he gets that 12. It's going to be in the bunker with his second shot on this par 3. So that's not going to be. There's not going to be a very good hole for Yun Lee Song. So second shot into the bunker, and then a 6. He's not sandy. He's going to have a moderate putt for bogey. So just like that, he's going to drop. Moderate's 1 to 5. He does make it, but a bogey. And he will head back to +4. So I had to kind of do it myself here for these cards. I just drew it on there with some Sharpie. 56. Decide or die. Well, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a windy result on 56. So that means Gareth Leonard is going to be duffer and utility. Let me write this down so I make sure I don't forget which. So they're duffer and utility in this case. So I'm going to go to the rough in 1. So you're going to have to get up and down. And then a green 1, par 3 rough. Is he a workman? No. So you're going to have a pin shot here. And a 2 on the pin shot is going to be an easy putt for par. That is the high roll, and he makes the putt. So he'll stay at +4. Actually, I think I'm wrong. I've never played. Let's. All right. Now I'm starting to understand this. So let me give you a little bit of let's take a different tack. I don't think it has anything to do with the duffer and utility. I think in the cases of these cards, it's always going to be when if it were calm, these would all switch. So that's all that means. That's my misunderstanding. Keith at play likes to try and add some interesting flavor, and so you can get windy down here, but I don't think this windy is meant to be the same as that windy. So, because you'd rarely come up with a chance where you check to see if your utility off of the rough, the Golf Cam rough chart. Okay, so back to 1 in Greer, Copeland 3rd, and Harley Villanueva. Okay, 155 for Copeland. Is he a bomber or a duffer? He is neither. Is he a champion? Yes, he is. So that will give him an easy putt for birdie. He has a chance to go to -2. I'm going to say that 100 times. 1 to 4 on an easy birdie putt, and he misses. So give me par. And he will sink that one. And now Harley Villanueva with his extra control. Doesn't need it here. He gets a 3, so 355. Is he a king? No. He's also not a hacker, so we'll go to experience, and he doesn't have any experience. And a 3, we'll check if he's a prospect. So he'll have an easy putt for birdie. Also 1 to 4. And also gets a 5, so we will go with the gimme par, which he makes. So both Copeland the 3rd and Villanueva 2-putt easy par putts, and so that's where things stand. If you look, no change in the leaders. Basically, it's going to be about survival today, I would suspect. Okay. So a daunting hole, and again, 4 levels of control here. So ringed by trees, thus calmer, quieter, but the challenge here is staying in the narrow fairway and avoiding the unforgiving rough. So a 500-yard par 4. If you're familiar with golf, a par 4 is supposed to be 475 and under, and so this is considered, they got to trick it up for the pros. We got where the putts get a little tougher for the rolls that have the asterisk. And so Yun Lee Song, who bogey, will have to wait for his playing partner Gareth Leonard to tee off first, and it's going to be 46, and he is in the bunker next to the green. And then a 5, is he sandy? No, he's not, so he's going to have a difficult par putt. It's going to be 1. Difficult par is 1 to 3, and we get another 5, so now a moderate bogey. He'll make that one. But Leonard will drop a shot to +5. And now Yunli Song, who has gone birdie bogey. Hey, Phantomatic. Well, I'm glad to get back into it. 26 is going to be golf cam course. Daunting hole is not going to be a friend to him. Needs a clutch putt for par, so at least he's got that working for him. But 1 to 3 because he's neutral, and he misses that one, so he earns a red chip and will need to make an easy bogey putt, which he does. And so back-to-back bogeys for Lee Song, and the wind at Shinnecock is blowing, taking these guys down. All right, 2 pars on the first hole for Copeland and Villanueva. Here is Copeland, and it'll have course controlled 15, and in the sand, par 3 and a 5. So sand in 1, par 3, 5, and 5 on the green die. Sandy, no. Difficult putt for par. 1 to 3, and the 5 is alive today, alive and well. So now a moderate bogey, and he will make that one. But he had a birdie putt on 1, and now he is dropping. So now Villanueva, he can control the hole with 1 and 4. He gets a 1, so it'll be off his card, 1, 4, 5. He doesn't have any traits besides gold putting, so we'll see how that fares for him. 1, 4, 5. Hacker, he's not. So that'll be his mood. He doesn't have one right now. Green 1 should help. Stormy, he is not stormy. He's going to have a gimme putt for birdie. So as long as he doesn't get a 6-6 miss, he is going to raise his score to +3. And he will be sunny. So birdie for Villanueva. And he catches some luck there at the second. And we will mark down he is sunny. Sonny came home for... Anyway. Okay, so Gooch Wilborg, Dustin Emmerich will be next. The next group off. And at the first, the 393-yard par 4, Wilborg will take control with a 1, 2, 5. He's not a bomber, and he's not a hacker, so it'll be golf cam green, and it's a neutral green. So a 2 on a par 4, friendly. It's not friendly, so he will, and it's not challenging, so he'll have an easy putt for par. And it's in the hole. So now, Dustin Emmerich. He's got to win one of these tournaments one of these days, right? And he will earn a par with the white 6. And a blue chip. So, all right. Hey, Al. Things are good. Good. Just like Eddie, cousin Eddie would say. All right, so let's see. Both guys bogeyed the third. Let's take a look at 4. Give you a quick peek in. Daunting, semi-daunting, and fully challenging. The 472 fourth hole has numerous bunkers which await errant shots, and both in the away from the fairway and around the elevated green. So you must pay attention, stay focused to the wind. And again, we've got some wind selections there. And again, 4 degrees of control, which is the second highest number of the second hardest control number to all 5. So that means it's going to be 45, and that'll be in the sand with his approach shot. And then a 2, is he sandy? No, it's going to be, but it'll be an easy putt for par. So he should, and should is the operative word, make it, and he does. So he's still at +1 for the day, 5 over for the tournament. And now Yunli Song. He will get rid of his red chip with a simple par there. And so we'll go back to 3. Al, the Red Sox fan. Obviously, check out his channel, a friend of ours, and we'll keep moving along here. Villanueva had a birdie on 2, and now the daunting 500-yard par 4, and he's gonna have to make a clutch putt for par. Fortunately for him, because that's when you have a white 6. Maybe lift it up here. White 6 and double 6s elsewhere, that converts from being the easy par to, you need to make a clutch, like a gimme. You don't have to make it, it's given to you. Instead, you have to make a clutch par. And so for the clutch par, he is a gold rating, Villanueva is, and he does make it. He'll get a blue chip. Get the blue chip he would have made anyway, and he will par it. So still 1 under par for his round. And Greer Copeland III bogeyed 2nd, and he'll have a 36, which is going to be, oh boy, he finds the green, but his putt rolls off and into the bunker, so he's going to have his 3rd shot from the bunker here. See, this is what I'm talking about. 36, and Greer Copeland III is running into some tough luck here. He's not sandy, so he's going to need a moderate putt for bogey. Hello, Dave. These are fictional golfers. Yep, they are part of the Pro National Golf Tour set from, and so that was a moderate bogey, and that would be a make for Copeland, but that's going to move him down to +5. He's had 2 really tough. Yeah, so I have some real sets, and I'd like to get through this tour before I embark on anything else, because I'm like overbooked. As many of you may know, I've complained about that on and off for a little while. Complained. To me, I feel like I'm complaining. Maybe it doesn't come across like that, but I like closure. So Gooch Wilborg and Dustin Emmerich, Wilborg and Emmerich both parred number 1, and ooh, looky there, that is trips with control to the golfer. It's a 1 gives Wilborg control, and so we're gonna have an unusual result. So this could be could be good, could be a little bad, could be neither, but here we go. Let me double check. This is a par 3. Let me just double check. Yeah, that is special result. So par 3, special result. And we roll 2 dice on the special result, and it will give us what comes up. 34, textbook tee shot, dies inches from the pin. Gimme putt for birdie, sunny the rest of the round. So Wilborg with a chance to drastically change his day. He just has to avoid the double 6s, and he is good. That is a birdie. He will gain a share of the lead with that group at +1. So, and he will be sunny. He has sunshine on a cloudy day. Something like that. Okay, so as you can see, sometimes those trips can be very fruitful, and we may get another one here at some point that will show you that they can be a real you-know-what in your you-know-what. And so Dustin Emmerich with a 6 can actually, with a par 3, he can take a look at whether to attack the green or not. So he gets a green 1. It would give him a moderate putt for birdie with a blue chip. Is that enough for him to try? Or he could take a blue chip and save it for later. He is going to take a blue chip and save it. If he had 2 blue chips there, I think he would use them and get it to gimme and get himself a birdie. But so another so some pretty good golfers here in the final pairings. I would say Nick Yarlett is maybe a dark horse. Mateo Soto, he's probably going to fall away. I mean, unless he gets really, really lucky here. But you never know. Cavallari is sneaky, but like all these guys here, Morita's a 2A, right? He's a 2B. So, you got a lot of power here in the as far as guys in the final pairings. And so Martin Van Dyke, Kenji Morita, they will get started. Kenji Morita will have 3 blue chips to start the round, and Van Dyke is at the first. 145 off of his traits. Is he a duffer? Nope, he's not gilded either. Well, it's going to be a short game check. The green 1 helps him. If he is soft, he is not soft. If he were soft, he would chip it in for birdie, but otherwise it'll be a pin roll. So he's got about an 8% chance here of a birdie. And it's a 5, so that'll be a moderate putt for par. So we will re-roll green, and he needs a 1 to 5, and he makes it. So there's that. He'll stay at +2, and now Kenji Morita also 1 behind leaders. Okay, well, Morita is going to be off the course card 23, and he's going to be in the sand with his second shot. So he's going to have to get up and down from the bunker. L1 will help. Is he chunky, though? No, he's not. That's good pin shot for him. 1 would be good, and it's a 6, so that's the worst you can get. Difficult putt for par. 1 to 3, he needs for this to be made, and he gets a 6. So that will be a moderate bogey. He'll make that. But Morita starts off with a thud. Okay. So a short aside here, as I explain it right now. I don't know how many of you like salt and vinegar potato chips. I bought a bag last night because I knew I wasn't going to have dinner till late, and I was just trying to like snack. Well, I ate quite a few of them, and this is a brand called Hers, which is in the southeastern part of Pennsylvania. Well, anyway, those in particular, I don't know. I don't know if you have eaten other ones that do this to you, but I can feel the roof of my mouth and everything just sort of wanting to peel off. So I've got this kind of weird feeling. So if I start talking a little gibberish, not gibberish, but just like not so clear, it's because of that. So if you know what I'm saying, just bear with me, because again, I'm a little bit just kind of gives you that mouth feel of something that you don't really want to have too often. But the salt and vinegar chips taste so good, and it's even better when the girth of the potato chips. That's right, Dave. Exactly. And I love malt vinegar on my fries when I go to many places, and so but that vinegar isn't nearly as bitey Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. So, par 5 fifth. That's where Leonard and Lee Song are going to. This is a scoring hole potentially, straight, narrow, very long. Best to play. Best play is to let it fly and hope for fairway. Smart golfers avoid the rocky rough to the left of the green. That big X right there is gorse. You play it as water. So basically, if you know what gorse is, that is like heavy grass, and so you're basically eating a shot coming out of that. So you just have to treat it from the water, and so that's water with your second shot. So we'll do that if we get a 13. And we got one roll here, right? Or no, we've got a few rolls that if you're a bomber, you can, um, you don't end up with that rough in the third shot. You end up with it in the second shot. So, okay, who's up? It's going to be Gareth Leonard. Semi cordial and semi challenging as well. So the green is not to be slept upon, but maybe if you get a course roll here with a 4 or a 5, you'll be okay. So it'll be the golfer traits for Leonard and 455 on the par 5. Is he a legend? Nope. Not a hacker either. Not a champion. So right now chart, and he is semi crappy, semi cold, and a 4 is going to be a check if he is hot, and that means he's not. So he'll have a double difficult putt for birdie. He will go with the lag rule that I use, which is that we roll. The normal lag is you just say the double difficult birdie becomes an easy par. I roll 2 dice and the decider. If you get double ones and the decider, you make a double difficult putt. If you get double ones and no decider, it gives you a gimme. If you get double sixes, it makes your putt more difficult than it would have been otherwise. And so nothing there. It'll just be the easy putt for par. And yes, he makes it. Flash sale for Strat. Well, might as well mention that if people aren't looking at the comments, there's some kind of a sale going on for Stratomatic, so go check it out if you are looking for some deals. Wait, anybody out there see the flash sale for Strat? Tried to place an order, it would not work. Oh, okay. So it's the opposite. Sorry, they were supposed to have a sale, and then they yanked the rug out from under Jerry, and now he's not too happy, and I can understand. So that's called bait and switch, right? It's too bad there isn't a word swait, because you could have swait and, well, never mind. Yun Lee Song, so a 6. Where is he? +5. We could have him attack. You know what? We're going to give him the blue chip and a par. It's not double cordial. Yeah, you're welcome, Jerry. You know what they say? Ride, Sally, ride. So, whatever that means. I'm playing in a band at work tomorrow, and of course, every time we get a chance to play out, it turns to like the worst weather this side of, you know, the derechos that have happened over the past several years, and yeah, so more bad weather. I don't know if we're gonna be able to play or not, but Ride Sally Ride is not one of the songs we're doing. We are doing Tush though, so a little ZZ Top for you. Harley Villanueva. You know, I get up, I get down. I ain't asking for much. Anyway. Actually, I don't know if those are the lyrics, but I'm going to try and pretend that they are. 66 in the rough with his tee shot, so that could be worse. Oh, wait. I almost missed it. That's a 4 on the white. He gets extra control. So I need to put the blue chip somewhere else because I can't see the XC. Harley Villanueva has extra control. So this is off his card. It's a 566 par 4. So let's see how this suits him. 566. He's not a legend and he's not a champion. So we're going to go right now, and he is semi hot. And a green 5 is going to be about cold, so he's not cold, but it's going to be probably a not so it's probably a moderate. I don't know. Let's see. 4 and a 5. Cold? No. Moderate putt for birdie. So a moderate putt for birdie, and he's got a blue chip. That would make it easy. He's going to take his chances. Things have been good for him so far. Life's been good to him so far. So, this is just going to be a video full of references, and he misses it. It's 1-2. If he had used the blue chip, he would have made it. So, maybe life hasn't been good to him so far. So, that will leave him with an easy par putt. 6-6 miss. Oh, and he misses it. I spoke too soon about Mr. Harley Villanueva. He just found the fill treatment, and that's going to be a bogey. So much for that. Out of the Park 19 is 20 bucks on sale. Well, if you like computer simulations, Out of the Park is a good one. So Greer Copeland III. Oh, and he's gonna have to do the old clutch putt here, and he's 1-3. Could he drop some more? This would put him down to +6, and he misses it. So a red chip, he goes 5 behind. Well, he's still got to make the easy bogey putt, and he makes that. But 3 bogeys in a row for Greer. So, okay, Wilborg got a birdie on the second. Feeling good. See if he's still feeling good after the third here. So a 3 is not going to get him control. It's a 66, and that's going to be golf cam course. Daunting hole. Godspeed, Mr. Wilborg. Daunting, yes. Double difficult putt for par. Gooch is going to lag, and it's going to leave him an easy bogey. He'll make that, but he gives back that stroke that he earned on the second. Alf, Red Sox fan, says, "Be right back. Here is Dustin Emmerich with his 2 blue chips." He's going to get a 3rd blue chip. How about that? He could re-roll that green die, but he's not. He's going to take the par. He's going to stockpile some blue chips. He's up to 3, and nothing wrong with that. So we have Villanueva, who had started out 1 under par. He had a nasty 3 putt. That thing rimmed out like a car that hit a bad pothole, and whatever that means. Let's see. Who do we got? We got Van Dyke and Marita. Van Dyke still has the honor. Marita bogeyed. So here we are, and it is going to be a daunting hole, just in case. 24 is going to be golf cam course, and a 2 on the par 3. Cordial no, daunting it is. Clutch putt for bogey for Van Dyke. He's a semi-rust. Needs a 1 or a 2, and it's a 3. He'll earn a red chip, and he is going to double this hole, and that is an easy double. So Van Dyke Drops to +4. Feeling aggrieved. The course has really gotten to him here. And Merida, +3. And so a 3, it'll be 13. Side or die is not blank, so it'll be the bunker in 1, so at least he has a fair attempt at making a par here. 4, is he chunky? He's not chunky, so he'll have a moderate putt for par. He's just got to avoid a 6, and he does, so par for Merida, and he will stay at +3. Okay, so back to 1. Another group gets on the way, and it will be Nick Yarlett and Mateo Soto. Yarlett has 2 red chips that he's got to find a way to beg off of here. Maybe he can get some white 6s to cancel them out. A 5, that's going to be 26. That is the windy result. It is a windy day, so it's going to be sand with his tee shot, and then a green 6 is about the worst you can get. He is semi-sandy, though, and he gets a dot, so that will help him get a double difficult putt for birdie. He will lag it up there, and it'll be an easy par. Almost misses it, but he will remain at +1, tied for the lead, and Mateo Soto also in the lead. He has some really, really bad traits on his card, and he was, like, his saving grace was his gold putting. That's gone too. He was given roughs and attorney perks and issues. 255, par 4. Is he a legend? No, he's not a hacker, though, so that will give him a golf cam green. The green is reasonable here. Friendly, no. Challenging, no. It'll be easy putt for par. And he should saunter away from 1 with a 4. And okay, so all groups are off but the lead group, Carson Riddell, Palmiro Cavallari, and we will go to the 6th. Yeah, that's what we call it here on Long Island. It's the 6th hole. Pencil thin, winding, contoured fairway leaves little room for air. And hard scrabble rough punishes those who miss. Course's lone water hazard adds another level of difficulty. I don't know if that could be Boston. Al Red Sox fan can rule on that one. Semi-daunting. 5 degrees of course control. It's got a exclamation mark. If you end up with a 4 on this one, you should be kissing the ground and maybe calling your mother. Keep track of all the golfers. Well, I'm using this sheet here, which is sort of that's the scorecard. That's the way it looks. So just to fill you in on my scorekeeping technique, an unfilled circle is a par. A filled-in circle is a birdie. An X is a bogey. And the X with a circle around it is a double bogey. And a triple would have another circle around it. And an eagle would be a dot, or a filled-in circle with a circle around it. So that's how I do it. It's a quick way to kind of add things up. And I have this is sort of my own, I kind of devised that as trying to have some kind of a leaderboard that looks something similar that you might see, although it's not what you would see on TV, but it's decent enough to follow. So let's see. We've got Gareth Leonard, semi-daunting. This hole is a bear, and you've got a little water right there at 45, and it's 15. So golf cam course. And for Leonard, it's not daunting. You see no decide or die. That helps. So it is off the course card, which means that this is in effect, but it will be golf cam course and not daunting. 4, cordial no, daunting no, easy, so it'll be a moderate putt for par. Would be easy, but it's going to be an exclamation putt for par. So moderate, that's a 1 to 5. And it just drops into the front of the lip and in. So Leonard with a par. And Yunli Song, I think he has won 3 tournaments here in 2018, but he is a ways back right now. And 11 will be in the rough with his second shot. And so, in a 6, Yunli Song is not a master at recovery, so he's going to need a double difficult putt for par. He's 4 back. He's going to have to lag. And that'll leave him an easy bogey putt. He'll make that. Yunli Song, 5 behind now. Just fading, and fading. Al, I needed you earlier. I was trying to do a New York accent, and I think I morphed into a Boston accent. So I think that would bring a lot of shame to me if that is true. So, I was trying to do the Long Island accent, but I don't think I don't think I pulled it off. I think I might have, broken the code. So anyway, Harley Villanueva here at the 5th, trying to get back on track. A bogey at 4, derailed an otherwise good start to his round. And so with extra control, that will be his control, and then 4, 5, 6, par 5. Golf cam green, but it's a semi-challenging green, and the decide or die is a yes. So we're going to have a 6 on the par 5. Friendly green, no. Laser, no. He's going to have a clutch putt for par. He is gold, so he could get another blue chip with a 1 to 5, and he makes it. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Al. I'm sorry you missed it, too. You might have really had a chance to crack my undercarriage, if you know what I mean. All right, Gur Copeland with a red chip. He's going to use the red chip to give the course control. So we'll put a white 5 up there to signify that the course is controlling it. And let's see how that ends up working out. 56. Well, it's windy, so it's going to be in the sand with his first shot. And then a 5 is Copeland sandy. He's not. That gives him polite applause. So we re-roll the white die to determine the result. It's a 5, so a difficult putt for par. 1 to 3. And he finally makes a par. 3 bogeys in a row, and this time he finally does get it done. All right, back to 4. Back to 4. And Emmerich will be having the honor as Wilborg bogeyed 3. And this is the round where Dustin Emmerich rolls a white 6 every time. He'll take another par. I'll tell you what, on a course like this, pars are, especially those where you get the blue chip, are very helpful. And Gooch Wilborg, 12, windy. It'll be sand with his second shot on the par 4. Green 3, chunky, no. Give me putt for par. He will take that, and oh boy, there was double sixes, but the third one was uh, not in alignment with the others, and so he slinks away after a bit of a greasy putt down the hill. Okay. Kenji Morita, par 4 third. White 3, it's going to be 26. Golf cam course on a daunting hole. It's not the hole you want to have golf cam course on. Green 2, par 4. Cordial, no daunting. Yes, clutch putt for bogey for Morita. And he is going to play his cards. It's a 1 to 3 chance, and he makes it, so he'll get another blue chip as he makes the clutch putt for bogey. Morita will drop to +4, which is to be expected. Our target score is around +3, and hey, we're starting to see where these guys have a lot of opportunities to drop down. Here's Van Dyke after his double bogey on the last hole, 35. Golf cam course again, then a 3. It is a daunting hole. He'll have a clutch putt for bogey again. He's semi-rust. Well, that's a 1 to 2. He could get rid of that red chip. He would earn a second red chip if he misses. And it's a 4. He'll get a second red, and he will have an easy double bogey again. So back-to-back doubles for Van Dyke, and he has had probably the worst turn of events that someone with a 1C could have. Okay, well, we got that group out of the way. They had a really fine third hole. One that they would want to probably open up a bottle of whiskey and drink away. So, second hole, Yarlett and Soto both parred, so Yarlett will be first. Par 3, 22 in the rough off the tee, so. And is he a workman? He's not. Well, moderate putt for par. 1 to 5. And it's in the hole. Mateo Soto. Get the decider down there. He will. Yeah, he doesn't have many good traits. He's just not going to worry about attacking the green. He'll take a par and a blue chip. Okay. And the last group of the day to tee off on 1 will be Rodell and Cavallari. Let's get these guys done, and then I think I'm going to call it a night. So here we go with Rodell. Earned a choice quality in the tourney perks and issues, so he took gold putting as a quality. He was equal, or whatever you want to call it. He was, well, I guess you can add gold. I don't know. I'm not sure. I would feel like you could go from neutral to gold for sure, and that's what he did. I'm not sure if you can go from rust all the way to gold. So that's something I should ask Keith. Here's Rodell. 66 in the rough off the tee, and then a 5 master. He is not. Difficult putt for par. Well, needs a 1 to 3, or he's going to drop a shot, and it's a 6. So that was the difficult par putt, and now a moderate bogey, which he will make, but he is going to drop to +2, and already the lead group has taken taking on some water. So here is Palmiro Cavallari trying to fare better on this hole than his playing partner did. And it'll be his control 2-4-6, par 4. He's not a duffer. He's a semi-champion, no dot, so that's not going to help him either. Experience. And he's a semi-icon, that's not going to help him. So a 6, it's going to check to see if he is an icon. And so he's not. He'll have a difficult putt for par. Both of these guys could bogey the first. Needs a 1-3 here, and he doesn't get it. So now a 1-5 for bogey. He will make that back-to-back bogeys, and Yarlett and Soto will be in the lead as they've played the first 2 holes in even par. And so this is kind of the way this round is going to go. We're going to take a break now. Probably pick this up tomorrow night, which is Thursday night. We're just about an hour in, and so we have a lot of golf left to play. As you can see, let's just go over the leaderboard real quick. Nick Yarlett, if you can read that. Mateo Soto, +1, and +2, Gooch Wilborg, Carson Rodell, Palmiro Cavallari. Rodell and Cavallari just bogeyed. You just saw that. Dustin Emmerich has earned 4 blue chips and is at +3 where he started the day. He is a snake in the grass right now, just lying there in wait, hoping to maybe get a chance to use those chips for birdies. Harley Villanueva, Kenji Morita +4, they're 3 behind, and then Gareth Leonard at +5. And finally, Greer Copeland the third, Yun Lee Song, Martin Van Dyke, all struggling to stay in contention. And so that's where we'll leave it till we meet again on the channel here. I want to thank Tabletop Earl. I want to thank all of you for watching. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave some comments, and I will do my best to provide you some answers about the game. I hope you've seen a little bit of how to do it. I know that the cards are difficult to read at this particular height, but in order to get everything in the shot, it's really tough. So again, questions you can ask, I'll do my best to answer. And until next time, have some fun with some tabletop sports, tabletop games, whatever you want to do. Just have some fun with it, and we'll see you again soon.